Hey folks, Sean Plummer over at the Annuity Expert. In today's video, we're going to go over the best ways to buy an annuity. Okay, so you've done your research, you've heard about annuities, whether it's through a financial advisor or a seminar, or you've read online that annuities may be a good fit for your retirement solution. Today, we want to tell you the best and worst places to get annuity advice, the best and worst places to buy annuities, and the best way to start your research for the specific annuity contract that fits your perfect retirement. The best places that you can get advice on annuities are through annuity brokers like the Annuity Expert. Our team and other annuity brokers out there, all they do is focus specifically on annuities, how the contracts work. And that's the thing that you have to really understand first, is an annuity is not really an investment, it's a contract. So if you want somebody that looks into the contract, looks through the fine print and find out the bells and whistles, pros and cons, any hidden fees, things of that nature. The worst places that you can look for annuity advice is ironically YouTube being one of them. Most of the annuity videos that are online right now are factually incorrect. Some of them flat out lie to you on how annuities work or other reasons. Forums like Reddit and Boggleheads, all those places just don't give accurate information. So you want to make sure that you're checking different resources when you're researching annuities. Other great places to look for annuity advice, visiting your financial advisor. Banks and credit unions could give you some advice, but I think their knowledge on annuities is going to be very limited. You can even call up an insurance company and ask them questions if you have some lingering questions in the back of your head. Now, moving on to the best and worst places to buy annuities. The worst places you can buy an annuity is really banks and credit unions. The reason being isn't necessarily a nefarious reason, it's just they're limited on what they can offer you. They have a very, very small pool of annuities that you can purchase, and because an annuity is a contract, the way that that contract is priced by the actuaries, it could mean that you could get up to 25% less income if you're looking for lifetime income, or the upside potential could be very limited. So you really want to make sure that if you're going to go to your bank or credit union, at the very least, go get a second opinion somewhere else, like an annuity broker or a financial advisor, just to make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck. Because at the end of the day, it's your retirement income or it's your savings that you're trying to grow. Another bad place to buy annuities is any sort of insurance company or financial institution that's captive. And what that means is when you look at financial advisors and insurance agents and annuity brokers, they're in two different categories. There's what's called captive, and then there's independent. I mean, captive means like you represent that one company and you only sell that company's products. An example of that is State Farm, Liberty Mutual. You look at New York Life, like they're only selling their products. And that doesn't mean their products aren't good. In fact, they probably are good, but when you're shopping for an annuity and you're looking for lifetime income, you want to get the highest income, right? Seeing that apples to apples that the insurance company is similarly financial rated, if one's going to pay you 25% more income, which one are you going to go with? My recommendation is almost always go with an independent financial advisor or independent insurance agent or an independent annuity broker. The reason being is they're able to compare income rates with several different insurance companies and financial institutions. They're able to look into contracts and look what gives you the most upside potential. They're going to be the ones that know which annuity companies have nightmare stories of renewal rates changing or being cut at the knees after the first year of buying an annuity. They're going to know which ones have poor customer service. They're going to know the ones that are on the brink of going out of business or the ones that have had a history of poor financial strength. So stick with independent financial advisors, independent insurance agents, and independent annuity brokers. You do that, you increase the chances of finding the perfect annuity for your perfect retirement. Finally, want to go over the best way to search for an annuity. When you're looking at an annuity, it's a contract, not an investment. And in that contract, there are terms that are going to be for the insurance company and terms that are going to be for you, the consumer. Some terms are priced better for other things than across the board. So for example, if you bought an annuity for lifetime income, there may be a contract that an independent annuity broker can find you that pays you 10, 15, 20% more income than most other annuities. But that same annuity has terrible upside potential, or there's a gotcha in the liquidity, or the death benefit may be off the cash surrender value. Well, when the actuaries price out these annuities, the analogy I like to use with our clients is that there's only 100 pennies in a dollar, and these actuaries had to figure out how to spend those pennies. In that particular example, they're putting most of their 100 pennies into the income bucket, and so that you can get the most income. Others will have bonuses to get some free guaranteed money up front. Some will give you more upside potential. Some will have more liquidity. Some will have long-term care benefits. So every annuity is different. They serve a different purpose, know that. Also, you need to know that most annuities aren't competitive to the top selling annuities out there. Another thing that you need to understand is just because it's quote unquote the best insurance company out there does not mean it's the best annuity product. There are some of the top insurance companies in the world that sell annuities, and their products are middle of the road at best. And at the end of the day, if you decide that an annuity is a solution for you, get the highest income, get the best upside, get the one with the best renewal rate history. Don't just look at the financial ratings. There are other insurance companies with similar or better financial stability that are going to pay you more money. And so what we always recommend is do research on the companies, get the recommendations from multiple annuity brokers or financial advisors, and start with the bottom line first. So if you're looking for an annuity for lifetime income, start with the payment. Which annuity is going to give you the highest monthly payment for the rest of you or you and your spouse's life? If you're looking for upside, look for an annuity that doesn't have a bonus and has little to no fees, and you'll end up with an annuity with the probability of giving you an above than average rate of return. For example, one of the annuities that I personally own, it has no fees, it has no bonuses, no income riders, and whatever the S&P 500 returns each and every year, I'm getting 55% of it. In one given year, I was able to earn up to 24% in interest just because I bought the most vanilla annuity out there that had the least amount of bell and whistles, and I'm able to have an average of 6 to 7% net everything for my rate of return. The other thing that you want to look at after you've found what the best bottom line for you is, you're going to want to look at the company's history. You're going to look at their financial ratings through AM Best, Fitch, Moody's, Comdex. Look at that, then look how long they've been around. And then once you've found the annuity, then you're gonna start wanting to ask questions to the annuity broker. How long have you been around? Are there any hidden fees? What am I giving up in exchange for this highest income? What are alternatives? There may be an alternative that will pay you slightly less income or slightly less upside, but it has this other bell and whistle that you didn't even think about, but you like long-term care, and that's something you didn't even think about, but now you want to rethink about that because that wasn't even a consideration on the table because you didn't know annuities offered a long-term care benefit. So you're going to want to see, I would say, at most 3 different options before you make that decision. And using an annuity broker, an independent annuity broker, is the best route to go in researching that. So I've gone over the best and worst places to get advice, the best and worst places to shop for annuities, and the best route in looking for the perfect annuity. If you have any questions, feel free to check us out over at the Annuity Expert. We have calculators out there. We have a list of the best annuities that we change on a monthly basis. And we have financial advisors that specialize in annuities that can answer any questions that you have. No obligation. Hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and we'll check you out in the next video.